Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to watch the video. And we're going to be talking about spinnerbait trailers today, guys. Not spinnerbait trailer hooks, but actually the spinnerbait trailers you put on a spinnerbait. The kinds that work. Sometimes you don't even want a spinnerbait trailer. We're sort of going to have a discussion about that in today's episode because we're getting into the prime spinnerbait season around most of the country. So we're going to get into that today. Also, guys, I will put some of my favorite spinnerbait type setup in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. If you guys need to order any trailers or spinnerbaits, if you guys could use that link, it's a good way to help the channel along with any other fishing tackle you have. And also, guys, please check out our Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns that I build for Fish the Moment. We got all our spring maps up as well as for the rest of the year. Great resources to learn more about your favorite lake. And I'll put all those links in the description. So I really appreciate that, guys. Okay, guys, spinnerbait trailers, man. People have used the spinnerbait trailer for years. A lot of different types of trailers. They got, just the straight tails. This is a Zoom trick worm, which was one of my favorite trailers. Some people like a rib swim bait like this. This one's become pretty popular over the past couple of years, this rib swim bait. But I got to tell you guys, out of all the spinnerbait trailers and fishing that I do, this right here is probably the most popular spinnerbait trailer, but I don't like it that much. I have not caught near as many fish on the rib swim bait trailer as I have just like the straight split tail trailer or just a worm trailer, just sort of that type of setup. But it's really just your preference. I mean, a lot of it just depends on the situations and the mood and the personality of the fish. But I got to tell you right off the bat, guys, probably my favorite setup is some type of a white and chartreuse, little blue, whatever like that, spinnerbait with a white Zoom trick worm on it. I've caught a ton of fish on this particular setup here. And I know a lot of guys, like I said, this is one of the favorite chatterbait trailer that a lot of people use, especially on a single spin, is the rib swim bait. Okay, now what I really want to talk about is the situations where you do and don't want to use a trailer, because there are specific times of the year that a trailer works pretty good on a spinnerbait and other times of the year not so much. In my opinion, the only time that you need a trailer on a spinnerbait is during the pre-spawn time of the year, because in the pre-spawn period, this is when the larger spinnerbaits work and you're wanting to create a bigger profile. So by putting a trailer on your spinnerbait, it creates a big profile. I mean, this right here, this is probably an 8-inch long bait all the way together. So when those bass want a big meal, especially during the pre-spawn, this is the time of year that you want to use a spinnerbait trailer. Doesn't really have anything to do with water clarity or water temperature. It just has to do with that pre-spawn period when those bass are, getting ready to spawn. They just like it. And I guess you could equate it to like water temperatures in the 50s, if that's going to work. Now, for the rest of the year, I don't like a spinnerbait trailer. It's like after about April, from about April on into the following February or March, I do not use a trailer on my spinnerbait. I just use the regular spinnerbait. And one of the things that I do with it, guys, this will help you not to have to use a spinnerbait trailer, is when you see your skirt here, pull some of the strands out of the skirt to make the skirt a little bit longer period. See how that drops down if you pull some of the skirt material out? And if you make it where it's like uneven, like it's a little bit longer in pieces like that, it sort of acts a little bit like a trailer, but it's a little bit more of a compact profile. And I just find the rest of the year, the bass prefer it without it. Again, regardless of the water clarity. I mean, I don't care if I'm fishing a spinnerbait in muddy water in June, or if I'm ripping a little finessey spinnerbait in November in clear water. I never use a trailer in those situations other than that. But really, guys, just try that. I mean, that's a pretty good system that's worked for me. One of the things you'll find out about a trailer on a spinnerbait is you can't reel the spinnerbait quite as fast, or the spinnerbait will roll on its side. So the trailer is going to be pretty good for, slow rolling the spinnerbait when you're fishing it slower. And another thing is I found out is you don't need to use a trailer hook when you have a trailer on your spinnerbait. A trailer hook, will interfere with the action of the trailer sometimes. And it seems like to me those bass on those larger spinnerbaits, when you have a trailer, when they get it, they get it. You don't have to they don't nip at it with a trailer hook, so you don't really need one from that standpoint. But that's just a few simple tips that's worked for me, guys. Like I said, I pretty much just use a trailer in the month of March. I mean, for the most part, maybe some in April if the water temperature is still pretty cool. and then I just go without them the rest of the year. So anyway, hope it helps you out. We'll see you.